President William Ruto has said that, that innovative and sustainable measures must be devised to mitigate the effects of climate change. Speaking at the EAC High-Level Forum and Food Security in Arusha, President Ruto said that Africa will showcase its assets, including reserves and the largest swatches of uncultivated land. Here are the details. East African community heads of state, including President William Ruto, are currently meeting in Arusha, Tanzania. The meeting is the 23rd Ordinary Summit of the Heads of State. According to the East African community, the leaders will discuss the report on negotiations for the admission of the Federal Republic of Somalia into the community, among others.
Mimi nataka niungane na ndugu wangu Ruto climate financing, lakini nadhani it's high time sisi wa Afrika tuache kutegemea sana wengine kwenye climate financing. Nadhani tuje na strategies, mbinu ambazo tutakuwa na mifuko yetu wenyewe ya climate financing, kwa sababu kutegemea wengine tunacheleweshwa.
Speaking at the high-level forum on climate change and food security in Arusha, President Ruto said innovative and sustainable measures must be devised to mitigate the effect of climate change.
When we had the Africa Climate Summit, the biggest conversation that was in that climate summit is about climate finance. And it comes in different ways. Many of our economies, many of our countries are struggling because of the effects of climate change. Many countries are spending more mitigating the effects of climate change, whether it is drought, whether it is floods, whether it is mudslides. We're spending more money managing the effects of climate change than on health or food security.
The head of state noted that Africa will therefore be calling for the signing of a new charter on financing that will reform the current international financial system, which is not suited to the climate change era.
And to be able to manage the balance between what you are spending on climate change and what you are spending on social service, it is necessary for us to work on climate financing. How do we reform the international financial architecture that was fashioned before the advent of climate change? If you are going to use the same instruments that we have used, the same financial instruments that we have used, designed for a different purpose at a different time, we will not be able to manage the competing financial requirements of our budgets, especially in the context of what we have to spend on managing climate change.
Ruto has been at the forefront of championing a change in climate change financing to help middle-income countries better fight the environmental crisis largely caused by rich nations.
We will be going to COP28 with what we are calling Africa Green Industrialization Initiative, where we want to leverage on global resources to be able to industrialize our continent using the minerals we have, the agricultural potential we have, the human resource we have, and of course, the energy, green energy resources that we have.